fine. I'm just reading YouTube guidelines. Something just came up there. Hey, today it's not been an easy day. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I was already set up nicely with my normal stand when I put my phone, because I have a stand that has three tripods, so it's normally really easy. I already put it in a position where now I do these lives, but today when I put the phone, the thing fell and broke. So I was actually doing Bob the Builder thing. Where is that no glue thing? I actually just tried to fix it, but again, you have to wait for it to dry up. So I have to wait for it to dry up before I can actually do something. So at the moment, I'm using makeshift. I'm using stands that I normally use for Scotch Kitchen in the kitchen, but at the same time, it's just it's a stand on top of a suitcase. It's really, really funny, but I'm here now. So that's the most important thing. So I hope you're fine and you're having a lovely day. My day has been good until that time, but we are back to normal again. So there's nothing for me to actually worry about because I've managed doing the three lives on the three streaming places which I've wanted, and it's actually working. I need a fourth phone so that I can do Instagram as well at the same time, isn't it? And then we are all going to be 100% set up and everything. Or I should do Instagram on my iPad. Anyway, did I put I didn't even put a heading on the Facebook one. But not to worry. Not to worry at all. I'm sorry, the guys who are trying to join on TikTok. I'm sorry, I can't. I'll have to. I think it's just going to disappear on itself. I'm not going to add you guys. I don't add people when I'm doing this because I'm just going through a topic and I want to go through the topic so quick so that I can finish it and we can move on because we're not here the whole day. So the people who've been joining me throughout the week yesterday could join. So I was supposed to be taking my Scarlett. My Scarlett is my car. I was supposed to take Scarlett for servicing and just general checkup today to the mechanic, but the mechanic called me yesterday and asked me, can you take it? And normally when I take it, I don't like getting the public transport back or just an Uber. I tend to do that as my exercise, so I tend to walk. So it takes me about 10 kilometers. It's almost 10 kilometers to walk from where I drop the car to the mechanic and back home. So, pardon me, I dropped the car to the mechanic, Facebook reconnection as usual. I don't know what's wrong with them. I dropped the car and then I walked back my 10 kilometers. Guys, when I came back, I was knackered. Did other shows. I had a few meetings as well, so I couldn't be able to come live. Sorry about that for those people who were waiting for me. But I say today I'm going to come here and we're going to talk. Then later in the evening, I have to do Scotch Kitchen as well. So you guys can join me there as well when I do Scotch Kitchen because it's October and I promise people I'm going to be doing takeaways and I'm also going to introduce a new thing. So if you are interested to know anything about it, if you're local basically, because it's going to be like a collection thing and it's also going to be like a next day delivery thing. So you can come and join me there today evening and we can have a discussion. You'll hear me talking about it and you'll know more about what I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks. That is for Scotch Kitchen. Now back here, our timer is on 40 minutes as usual. And what I'm going to talk about today, I said that on Wednesday, because today is Friday, the best day of the week. I'm going to roughly go through roughly some of the things that are still on the book. But before I rush down to the things in the book, remember this month is the Atomic Habit month. I hope you managed to get the book or you're Audible and you are actually reading through it. That is James Clear. That's the book we are reading on, or that's the author we are concentrating on this month. So I'm going to put this here Should I put it here so that you can be able to see the timer and be able to know that I am actually about to see? Actually, that's a perfect place. It's a perfect place because I can actually also see it. Sorry, I didn't do I didn't do, how do you call it? The headphone thing as well, because I just wanted to do this, start and finish it once and for all. We can deal with that later. Okay, so I have been going through the James Clear book. That's the Atomic Habits. That's what we've been doing October. So I'm going to go through two summaries for you, and it's just general things that you can when you're reading the book, or also when you are actually doing your new habits. Remember, we've decided to do these habits so that we can become better people. That's why we decided to go through this journey. So the few things that I've read, I'm just going to read for you some of them. I'm not reading the whole book because, again, copyrighted, we have to be very careful about that. You can be able to get the book, so I'm going to just give you just a snippet of some of the things that are in there that interest me. So after every chapter, you tend to get a chapter summary, and it basically summarizes for you what is already in the book, and it actually helps a lot in regards to what you can do, so that you can be able to put it in practice in your own daily life. So in this chapter, this is chapter the third law. Yeah, so the third law. So on the third law, the summary is: habits can be completed in a few seconds but continue to impact your behavior for minutes or hours after hours. We spoke about this, where you actually do the habits as quickly as possible when you begin, almost taking just 2 minutes, so that you can be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve really quick. Many habits occur to deceive moments, choices that are like a fork in the road and either send you in the direction of productive day or unproductive ones. So basically, the habits that we choose to do, remember, habits are those small things that we do every day, constantly, consistently, so that we can actually achieve what we want to do. And the good thing with habits, when you do them over and over consistently, you will realize that you are becoming better at them. Apart from you just becoming better of them, they become part of your daily life. That impacts you, your physical, emotional, psychological, whole part of your body, and it encourages you to continue doing what you ought to do. Because just putting in down a goal and wanting to focus on the goal, the only downsides of that is you'll achieve the goal and then that's it. I was listening to a podcast, and you know, these valedictorians, they do that a lot in America. This kid was talking about, he was just graduated, and he achieved he was selected a valedictorian, and he actually, because I think they choose a few people and then they select the winner. So he was a winner, but he said he worked so hard towards achieving being a valedictorian and also being selected. And he was so excited when they called his name. He said the first 15 seconds after they called his name, he was really, really excited. But then after the 50 seconds, he started wondering, okay, I did it. What next? He kept on asking himself, what about the 16th second? What's going to happen on the 16th second? Because now I've won it, then what next? He said he lost a lot of relationships when he was working so hard to achieve this one thing. He forgot about his own life because he was still trying to work on achieving this. What I'm trying to say is this: these habits that we are talking about each and every day, those changes that you do in your life each and every day, the whole idea is they should be things that you're going to continue doing for the rest of your life. They're not just things that we put into place so that you can achieve something and then that's it. No, these small habits are things that you're going to do regular over and over again, and then they become just like your second nature. You have to remember that. Yes, the 2-minute rule states when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Yeah, that's a new habit. A new habit should not take you more than 2 minutes to do, because remember, that is something you want to consistently do. Apart from that, it is something that you want to achieve over a very short period of time, but continuously. Yeah, because if you make it too long, it's going to be too boring, and then your mind is going to wander away. Yeah, the more you ritualize the beginning of a process, the more likely it becomes that you can slip into the state of deep focus that is required to do great things. Okay, and a good example is this. Yeah, I've decided that I want to eat healthy every day, and because I want to eat healthy every day, I have to decide what is in the fridge. I've decided what is in my fridge. But now I've woken up and I want to try and wake up at a specific time each and every day so that I can be able to eat this beautiful breakfast that is going to help me in regards to my not only losing weight, staying healthy and staying active as well. So what what will I do? So what I can do is do a meal plan and meal prep, so that, let's say, if it's just yogurt and fruits and any other lovely thing that you want to put in the yogurt, I will prepare enough for the whole week. So I'll do portions for the whole week and then put them in the fridge. So when I wake up, I don't rush up and down to look for, oh, what fruit did I want? Did I want Greek yogurt or just plain yogurt? I won't have that time to be running up and down. All I will be doing is getting it going in the fridge. So waking up at a certain time, doing my morning rituals, and then going in the fridge, opening the fridge, removing my breakfast, sitting down and eating it. Yeah, so the fact that I've already meal prepped the breakfast, the actual ritual or activity that is going to boost me to continue doing it is opening the fridge, removing my breakfast, sitting down and starting to eat. That's going to take me less than 2 minutes. And the more I do that, it becomes like a ritual. It becomes like a second nature to me. It's something that I'm going to continue doing it over and over. Part of that is that meal prep and also portioning it, putting it into a container and putting it in the fridge. That also is part of the 2 minutes, not at that time, but it is part of the 2 minutes, but you've done it at a different time. But it's just taken you that short time. Going to the supermarket or just writing down your shopping list, yeah, that is also part of your new habit, because remember, this habit has different sections, yeah, and each and every section that you include, so that it can harmonize and it can become a ritual, a daily thing or a weekly thing for you to do, you've actually programmed it that it only takes you 2 minutes every step of it. Everything that you're doing towards this goal, it shouldn't take longer than 2 minutes. Yeah, so that's something for you to think about as well. And then standardize before you optimize. You can improve a habit that doesn't exist. Yeah, I like this because this is also part of just what I've just spoken about. Standardize before you optimize. Yeah, you can improve a habit that doesn't exist. We standardize before we optimize. We've standardized our weekly plan and we've standardized our portion intake into these containers that we're going to put our fruits and yogurt and put in the fridge. Yeah, we are optimizing because we are going to make sure that these portions are the exact amount of calories that we need in our bodies for each and every meal we are taking. Yeah, also standardization also is part of you writing that shopping list. Optimizing is also you making sure that on that shopping list, when you're going to do the shopping, you pick exactly what's on that shopping list. I like this, guys. I always have the golden ones, but today I realized I found this. I don't know. One of my aunties, I have this amazing auntie in Kenya. She's epic. Yeah, she's my auntie Adiseli. She's always buying me earrings like these, and she's always buying me bangles. I love bangles. I have the golden ones that my mom bought me, but I have these ones as well. So I'm always like, I found these ones, so now I'm going to be wearing these for a period of time. I have a box that has different one. That was just a by the way, nothing to do with our habits. Yeah, okay, so that is standardize and optimization. Before so standardize before you optimize. You can improve a habit that doesn't exist. Some of the things that I've spoken about, like this meal plan and things like that, it's meal planning didn't exist in your thought process or your life completely, but you've decided to start meal plan because you want to organize your life in a way that you're going to be eating healthy each and every day. Yeah, so remember, your goal or your future plan is to stay healthy and also eat well and be active. Yes, so you've included something that you are not even planning to think of: writing and precise shopping, going to shop at a specific time. You've also included there making sure you only pick what is on your list, not every random thing. And apart from that, when you come back home, you've cleared your surfaces and you're ready to prepare your food and put it in the fridge ready for the week. Yeah, So those are some of the things that are actually talked about in these books, and their things are summarized at each and every law. That was the third part of the third law, and it's actually, I find it really interesting because to me those summaries actually trigger something on my brain that allows me to focus on the summary. Another thing, if you find it very difficult, like personally, sometimes I find it very, very difficult to go through a book. I tend to go through the summaries first because the summaries will encourage you to go back and go and read the book in details. Yeah, it's just like reading the back of the book. Most people do that before they buy the book, or if you already know the story, you just go ahead and buy the book. But the whole idea of these summaries is to encourage you to either go back and read the whole chapter, or it actually helps you accumulate everything that you've read, reduce it in a certain amount of only like half a paragraph or so, and making you be able to remember really quick because they are already in bullet points. Yeah, I'll read another quick summary which is going to really be helpful for you. The inversion of a third law of behavior change is make it difficult. The inversion of a third law of behavior change is make it difficult. Yeah, so I know you're looking at me and you're thinking, okay, how can I make it difficult? I want to make this habit easier so that I can actually repeat it over and over. Yeah, you can make this habit difficult for you not to stop doing it. Yeah, how are you making this habit difficult for you not to stop doing it? Remember, you wrote your shopping list. Yeah, on your shopping list you have specific things that you need. That is all you've picked up and it's in the fridge. Yeah, you used to be a snacker, and every time you went to do your shopping, you will sneak in a chocolate there. You will sneak in either a bar chocolate, you will sneak in some crisp, you will sneak in a snack inside there. Yeah, a snack that you always sneak in and you're just like, oh, I deserve it because I am doing this and I love it. Yeah, so now remember, you stop that habit. You stop that hard habit of sneaking things that are not on the list. You completely stopped it. So make it difficult. You've already made it difficult for yourself to go back to that bad habit of snacking. Yeah, one, because if you open your fridge, the snack is not going to be there. So you've already made that difficult for yourself because there's nothing to snack. Yeah, your body has already got into that routine where, let's say, just having 3 meals and maybe 2 snacks, and the 2 snacks is maybe an apple or a banana or some nuts, let's say. Yeah, so those are the snacks are there, but these snacks, you can't also snack on them at the time that you're not supposed to snack on them because you've portioned them. Yeah, and good thing is, many people who do meal plan and portioning, they always put the time, what it is for. If it's a lunch, if it's a snack, a 10 p.m. snack, 10 a.m. snack, whatever snack, it is written there. So the moment you start picking this, you can't eat it at that time, because if you eat that at that time, what will you eat when it's the actual time you're supposed to be eating? You won't have anything to eat, and that is going to break your plan. So what you tend to do is, you've made it difficult for yourself not to go back to the bad habit, because now you have a new habit and you have to follow it. That's what that statement means. The inversion of the third law of behavior change is make it difficult. Yeah, explain that to the best of my ability. I hope you understand it. If you don't, just go and read the book again, and try and digest it as much as possible for you to be able to understand it. Remember, this is just me trying to digest this for you according to my understanding. Yeah, and that's why I always say, even religion, you go to church and the pastor is there, or the priest is there, or whoever you want to call is right in front of you there, and they talk about the holy book, whatever holy book you're using. They've already read it. So this person, has read that holy book and understood it the way they've understood it. When they come to explain it to you, they're explaining it to you as per their understanding, not as per your understanding. Yeah, and most of the time you go there to understand their understanding, and take that understanding and compare it with your own understanding, and then decide if it's going to suit your own life. Please don't do this. Don't be those kind of people who are feeling too lazy. They don't read their book, the holy book that they have. Then they go to a synagogue, a church, a mosque, or wherever, and they listen to these people giving their own opinion about something that they've read in the holy book. Then you go home and do exactly what that person has actually explained in their own opinion. That is a lazy person's version of thinking. What you need to do is this: Read that holy book. Understand it your own way. Yeah? That's the first step. Read the holy book, understand it your own way. Then go and listen to the other person. Yes? Now then you have two ideas there now. You have that person's understanding and you have your own understanding. These two understandings can either be put together and then digested in further to make you be a better person or better version of you, or you can decide and say, yeah, I understand what he was saying. Yeah, it's good the way he interpreted it. It's good his way, but I have my way. So I'm going to continue doing it my way. If you do that, not only with your holy book, but in life in general, you're going to find your life becomes very, very easy. Those are the habits I'm talking about. Next one. A commitment device is a choice you make in the present that locks in better behavior in the future. A commitment device is a choice you make in the present and locks in better behavior in the future. I just spoke about the meal plan, you're writing your shopping, buying only the things you need, putting down all these things, practicing over and over again. Yes? So these are things that you do in the present. And when you're doing these things in the present, they actually help your future. They become a second nature. They become things that you actually do over and over again without prejudice. They are things that you find yourself, you find a continuation doing, and they actually become a better thing in your future. Because think of it, if you're used to doing shopping every Saturday, you've topped up your vegetable and your fruit, you've topped up your dairy stuff if you take dairy, you've topped up everything you need. Yeah, it gets to Friday, because you remember you've done your meal plan as well. This meal plan is for 7 days, and you've done this over and over again. You will find that your body automatically is going to be into that routine to an extent. When it comes to Saturday and you've not shopped, things are not going to be right. No matter where you're going to be, you're going to be thinking, there's something I've not done today. There is something that is missing. You'll be questioning yourself over and over because your brain has already got into that routine and it understands that now this is our norm. Yeah, this is what we need to do so that we can be able to go to the next step. So it is good. Those small habits that we actually do, they are very, very essentials, but we need to be consistent and we need to actually continue doing them over and over again. Like myself, yesterday, it really bothered me not coming to sit on this chair. Yes, I have a permanent chair now. To sit on this chair and have this chat with you, because now it's become a norm. It's a habit that I've formed. I decided to form this habit at the beginning of the month, and I told myself I'll try my best. I have to come here each and every morning and have a chat with you. It's so interesting because this is now putting me in a position where I used to relax in regards to which book I'm reading. But now I have to find time to sit down and read because I have to come and talk to you about something, isn't it? So if I don't sit down and read, I will not be able to come. And if I come with nothing to say, you won't be able to waste your time to come and see me. So I've actually started forming a habit, and I would love this habit to be a routine. Despite all the ups and downs I'm facing with the stands and everything, but now I've found another permanent solution. So this is my plan B. I have a suitcase. I can put the thing here. You know my lovely yellow suitcase? Yes, that is what I'm actually using to do this recording. You don't want to see what is behind there because it's my mini office. Half of it is my mini office, half of it is where I hang my coats, because I have a lot of them. And if you know me, you know I love putting on coats. Okay, the next one. The ultimate way to lock in future behavior is to automate your habit. The ultimate way to lock in your future behavior is automate your habit. I've just spoken about that as well. Personally, that I have to actually read for me to be able to come here and actually have something to talk about. But how can I automate this? I can either put in a timer, not a timer. Okay, now we have a timer where we know we have to do this at least in 40 minutes so that we can put in as much of things that we need to talk about, and you guys can be able to pick in the habits. But apart from that, I need to put in, I write it down each and every time, or I put an alarm. The alarm is going to remind me it's time for me to sit down and read a page. The alarm is going to remind me that I've not been able to organize myself. But the alarm is going to remind me that today you've not done anything at all. What do you need to do? Because I won't lie to you, guys, sometimes I wake up, if I don't do the school run, if I'm doing the school run, I find it is so easy. Yeah. But I have a teenager. Teenagers have their own, they're in their own world. One day he will wake up and let me know, Mom, can you drop me? The next day he's going to wake up or come back from school and he's like, nah, I don't want you to drop me. Can I take the bus? So he has those options. He can either take the bus or I can drop him to school. So when I'm dropping him to school, I tend to like being told. I'm those kind of people who like to organize myself. If you want me to do something for you, please tell me way in advance so that I can include it in my thought process and everything. I just like everything to go. I'm those ones, yes. I am a micromanager in my own life. I like to know where everything falls. Not that I can't do things last minute. I can do things last minute, but in life we have a choice. We can make sure things fall in the right time, and we can be able to do those things because they're falling in the right time. So I tend to ask him, please let me know the day before you go to bed. Let me know, do you want me to take you to school tomorrow, or you're going to catch the bus? So it makes it not only easy for him, because if I'm taking him, he doesn't have to wake up very early because I'm taking him. If he has to catch a bus, he has to wake up early so that he can be able to be there on time. So again, these are things that we can actually automate. These are things that we can actually find ways and put those reminders so that we can be having a cue over and over so that it can become a norm. Remember, a habit is something that we're going to continuously doing so that they can be able to make our life much better. The next one-time choices, like buying a better mattress or enrolling in an automatic saving plan. A single action that automate your future habits and deliver increased returns over time. Yeah? Ha. Now this is for some people. Some people would like to spend less, or apart from spending less, this is where quality is better than quantity. Some people will look at things and they say it's too expensive. I always say it's not expensive, it's not on your range, or that's not your level. Yeah, nothing in this world is expensive. Everything is priced as per our levels. Yeah, so if it is not on your level, you will keep on saying it's expensive. It is not expensive. That is not just your level. Yeah, but this is another thing. Sometimes things are in our level, but we always opt for something cheaper. But this is the thing. Cheaper, most of the time, doesn't have good quality. Yeah, cheaper is more quantity. Yeah, but the problem with quantity, it won't last as long. You will need to use it quickly so that you can be able to spend extra money again, continue buying your quantity, not your quality. So in regards, for example, like this, something like a mattress, why would you not spend good money so that you can buy a good mattress? Let's say if you're having back problems, just spend good money, buy a good mattress. That mattress can last you the next 5 years. Yeah. If you want to top up that mattress so they can be a bit longer, I think my mattress has stayed for a very long time. What you can do is buy a mattress topper. Yeah, another good quality mattress topper. So remember, you spent more with this mattress topper, with the mattress. After the 5 years, or the recommended, depending on what issues you're having with your body and things like that, you can buy a mattress topper. Or if you don't want to buy a mattress topper, you can get rid of that mattress, and that is 5 years. You buy the next one. Personally, I'm not a holder. I like quality, and I tend to hold on to things. That's why sometimes, I don't know if you've been following me for a period of time. There's a time I put in, I have a coat that my sister bought me, my Jalub, the one I follow. She's my everything. Yeah, she bought me it used to be her jacket, actually, not that she bought it for me. It used to be her jacket, but she gifted me. Yeah, she gifted me this jacket in 1996. Yes, I'm that old. It gifted some of you are born in that year. She gifted me this jacket in 1996. Do you know this jacket still fits me? Yeah, and I still have the jacket. So I put on this jacket and I was so excited because I couldn't believe it actually fits me. And I was really happy. I don't know if today it actually fits me because I feel like I've been eating extra food for the whole nation because I can. So anyway, but it fits me. Yeah. So that is quality. That jacket has stayed that long. Yeah. I call it a jacket, but it's just like a nice blazery thing. It stayed for that long. 1996, you do the math. It's a long time. Yeah. It is definitely a very, very long time. I've had this for that period of time. I wish I had a girl. I would have gifted them, but I'm not gifting anybody that. That is something that I really treasure. Yeah. I treasure because it was given to me with so much love. But that's quality. You will go to these shops and buy a top, and then you wash it, all the color comes out, and then it was initially red, but now it looks like what I'm wearing. We are not selling anything, TikTok, sweetheart. Oh, maybe because of my background. Because I keep on wondering, why do they always assume that I'm selling something? I'm not selling anything. That's my background. Yeah, this is what my background looks like. That's my office. So anyway, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is this: always remember, quality is better than quantity, and that is what this part is actually talking about. One-time choices like buying better mattress or enrolling in an automated savings plan, a single action that automate your future habits and deliver increasing returns over time. Yeah. So if you buy the good mattress, you'll be saving a lot of money. If you decide that you're going to join in a saving plan, not like me, I eat every money. If you join into a saving plan, yeah, that saving plan where you decide you're just putting, let's say, a tenner a week, a tenner a week, a tenner. In the next 10 years, you will really have a lot of money. Or in the next 5 years, you'll actually accumulated a lot of money. So remember, this is a habit that you started, something that you decided to do, and you're doing it over and over again. Last but not least, using technology to automate your habits is the most reliable and effective way to guarantee the right behavior. Actually, this is a very modern book because I'm smiling because how modern it is. Because these days, everything we are doing is actually on our phones, on our tablets, on our laptops. They are all automated on our gadgets. So basically, what it's trying to tell you is, if you automate these things, if you're old school like me, yes, you automate, but you still write. I write a lot. I always write. If I sit here on this table, I'm always writing something. It's good to write, but it's also good to save these things on your gadgets, the things that you use over and over again. Like these days, if you like your holy book like myself, personally, when I wake up after, I thank my God for waking me up on the day. I have an app on my phone, and it has the daily like prayer or like a daily verse, and I will read that, and I share this with a few people who are close to me, who I love. They are now they're about 20 people. Yes, they're about 20 people. I share this daily verse with them. And it actually really, to me, I think it's really motivational, because most of the time, some people will respond and tell me, oh my God, I really needed this today. That is exactly what I'm going through. And I find these daily verses are really, really good. Another thing I listen to, there's a podcast I listen to each and every morning. It's about 30 minutes. And that's why I'm not really good at, when I wake up in the morning and the phone is ringing, I'm not that good at that. Yeah. I'm not that kind of person who I prefer starting to talk at 8 a.m. I think I spoke about this. But now you see, I've done this as a routine. waking up and I look at my phone, not for the gossip, because I can't be bothered with gossip, too much energy. I go through my phone and I read the verse. After reading the verse, I share the verse to the people. I remember I've done my meditation, which is my prayer, and then I share this with people. Then when I wake up, when I'm spreading my bed and I'm doing my morning routine, getting ready, blah blah blah, I normally turn that 30 minutes word of the day. And this person has a very soothing voice. It's not really sharp. It's just really, really mature. It's really demure, very sexy. Really like to hear that guy talking. So the guy talks on my background, and he actually gives me, apart from just giving me motivational talking in the morning, it's something that I love listening to each and every morning. And I've realized, because I've done it for a period of time, if I don't listen to that thing, my day is always like, ooh, there's something I've left there, there's something that I didn't do. What am I trying to say? Find a routine for yourself. Yeah, build those tiny habits, and you will find they will turn into your daily thing. So I've explained to you those small things that I've just explained to you about waking up, doing the thing. I started doing it between 2016 and between 2016 2017, because 2016 I really had my terror. My life was like really low. I reached my lowest that I can ever reach in 2016. And then I decided I'm going to change my life to the best, because I was like, nah, I was not brought here to suffer. The beautiful me, so classy, so demure. God didn't bring me in this world to suffer. So I changed my life. I decided I am going to make me happy. Yes, I have responsibility. I have other 2 human beings I brought in the world. Really surprised still. But still, I told myself, it's my time. I am going to make me happy. And I decided to make changes in my life. And I'm still making those changes in my life each and every day. Not complaining about it. Some days are bad, some days are good. Most days are excellent because I'm awake. Yeah, even those bad days count, because without those bad days, I'm not going to have any experiences. That's how I call my bad days, experiences. Yeah, they are not just bad days. Okay, so those are 2 summaries out of the Atomic Habits. Yeah, something for you to think about. You can actually go and look at all the laws that are there in regards to habits and see if it actually resonates to you. We're going to be looking at some of them again there. The major problems cannot be solved with the same thought that they were created. So these are some of the other things that I've written down. So this is also another thing that I do. If I read, when I'm reading, I normally sometimes have a notebook, and this is my master notebook that I've had like forever. Remember, we've been going through this as well. So I've gone back to this now. Yeah, we are going through this at the same time. Let's see what we are on time. So we have about 6 minutes to go, which is good. So I wrote there, the major problems cannot be solved with the same thoughts that they were created. What do I mean by that? Yeah, sometimes we know how to find problems in our lives, in other people's life. We are really, really good at that. Yeah, but this is the thing. You see the tempo, the energy, the push we have to find problems. That's not the same energy and emphasis you need to resolve a problem. Sometimes when you are having a problem and this problem reoccurs, let's say you are having a monthly problem. Every month you are short of a tenner. Every month you are short of a tenner. So this is now what you do. This month you're short of a tenner, you ask another person. You ask person 1. Next month you have a issue, the same, short of a tenner. You ask the next person. In a year we have 12 months. In the 12 months you've asked 12 people, or maybe you just only have 6 people to ask. So you've asked 6 people, but these 6 people you've asked them twice. These people are tired of you, because now they know 31st or 30th of the month they are turning off their phones. You're not hearing from them. Yeah, you see the tempo that you've actually been finding out that you're short of a tenner. Yes, you need to step back a bit. Step back a bit and ask yourself, how comes I'm always short of a tenner? Yeah, why am I always short of a tenner? Why do I always have to ask so and so? So now, the same way that you found out about you having the issue of a tenner, we are not going to solve it that way. 1, we've stepped back. We found out that we have a problem, and the problem is this shortage. What are we going to do about it? We are not just going to go straight up and we're going to ask for somebody. No, we are going to try and solve this. How are we going to solve this? Okay, we look at our list. Maybe this tenner is the snacks that you keep on piling up in this shopping list every month that you never finish. If you go in the cupboard and you open the cupboard, you're going to see snacks that have expired. Yeah, because you didn't even eat them. But you put them in your shopping list, and every month you're spending an extra tenner to buy snacks that you don't even eat. Sweetheart, that is where the problem is. Yeah? And now we're going to sort out this problem. We are going to go through our cabinet that has our snacks, and we are going to only concentrate with the snacks that we eat often. Maybe the snacks you eat often only cost £2. Yeah? So what we're going to do, we've saved £8 there. Yeah, you seeing the way we are sorting out this problem. We've come out of the problem. We are now looking at the problem. We are not in the problem and just chilling out in the problem and waiting. I'm going to ask so and so for the 10. I'm going, no. That is the tempo, that the energy I'm talking about. Yeah? We are not doing that. We are going to resolve this issue in a different way by looking at the problem. That's what many of us fail to do. We have problems, we have issues, but we never look at the problem. You know, when you look at your problem, you're looking at yourself. We never do that. Yeah? We are always deciding to be on this other side where we can't see the problem. Yes? We can see other people's problem, but we cannot see our problem. So this is, we are going to solve this problem. So far, we've saved £8 because we know the snack we need can only cost us £2. So that is what we're going to concentrate with. Yeah. So this month now, you've managed solving your £10 issue because now you've managed paying £8. So now your issue is only £2. Yeah. So now this month you decide, I'm going to ask somebody for the £2 because I have to clear this bill. Yes, it's only £2 to another person, but it's a major thing. The following month, what are you going to do about? Now you have a £2 deficit. You need to clear it, right? What are you going to do? Now, again, you keep on paying for extra storage if you are an iPhone person like me. You keep on paying extra storage, yeah? You've been paying the extra storage and you've been paying the maximum, yeah? $17.99. Then if you look at here, you have photos from Zamunda. You have photos from 1900. They are still saved on your phone or they are still saved on your iCloud. Buy a hard drive. Move all those photos on the hard drive, yeah? Cancel that subscription for $17.99. Re-register yourself to the cheapest one or the minimal one because you don't need that 1,000 pictures that you took. Those people, some of those people died long time ago. Yeah, you have memories, but you can put those memories in a better place. When you have a hard drive, you can save all those pictures on the hard drive. They will still do the same thing. You will not be spending every month paying for storage, and you can actually pay for that storage once. You buy a hard drive that has 25 terabytes and you save all your lovely things there. Yeah, there's no one hard drive that has 25 terabytes. They're about 3 or 4 terabytes, yeah, or 1 or 2 terabytes. But what I'm trying to say is you've already saved, yeah, you've saved there £15 because it was $17.99. Now you're paying the $2.99. Actually, you've saved £14. Yes, remember you only had a deficit of how much? £2. Yeah, but now you've cleared your £2 deficit. Now you are spot on. Yeah, and now you have extra. You see those people who you kept on asking for tenner. It's time for you to start paying back because now you have an extra amount of money to pay them back. That is the tempo you need to use to resolve your problem. So always remember this: the major problems cannot be solved with the same thoughts that they were created. Yeah. So I've given you a nice hint here. Just think about it. Your own life, all the problems that you've encountered in this world. How can you solve them? Given you a quick way of solving them. Teach by becoming the student to your children. Yeah. So also, if you don't have children, don't worry about it. We're going to learn how we do it. You know the best way of learning something, like the way I'm reading, and then I come here and I share it with you. That's also best form of learning. Yeah, and also it's a best form of not only teaching you but also teaching myself, because now I'm teaching myself that I need consistency in my life, and this consistency helps me to have better vocabulary, still staying beautiful and demure, being able to read more books, keeping a smile on your face, and making sure that you stay a happy life just like the way I'm staying a happy life. You hear that? That's our cue. That was exactly 40 minutes. I am going to leave you with last thing. Let's see. What am I going to leave you with? Because we are very disciplined. Did you hear that? And I said, I'm going to leave you with the last thing because we don't want you to be bored. We don't want you to be staying here like for a very, very long time because I want you to come back again. So I'm just looking at I'm looking at something. I want to leave you with something so that you can actually think about it. I told you guys we're going to be here today, not here in the office. We're going to be in Scotch Kitchen later in the evening, and we're going to talk about what I need to actually do. There are some other things that I need to add on what I'm already doing so that I can actually build Scotch Kitchen Empire a better way. And you guys are going to help me because we are in this together. Yeah. So what can I leave you with? Purpose in life is about starter dependency. No, this we'll talk about. This is a part of the habit. Okay, Habakkuk. Okay, I'm going to leave you with something that I left you with. Yeah. Yesterday, the day before, or the beginning of the month, we read about this. Balance your weakness to match your strength to reap smartly. Balance your weakness to match your strength to reap wisely. What do I mean by that? If you already know your weakness, work on your weakness by making sure the strength overpowers that weakness, and it's going to help it to level it up. Some of us, we don't want to talk about our weakness to ourselves. I didn't say you talk to people about your weakness. That's a secret. Never indulge your weakness to people because somebody somewhere is going to use that against you. I won't lie to you. That's how we human beings are. We are never happy to see another person happy. We will try to be happy for people, but most of the time we find in this world there are those people, either you are the same level with them or you're below them. But the moment you go above them, it's a problem. You are a problem. They don't want to hear anything about you. They don't talk down on you. They will never recommend you to anybody. But here, we are talking about our weakness. We should make sure you level up your weakness together with your strength. Yeah. So I talked about this a few days back. If you're not good with exams, but you're good in reading and you're good in writing. When you get to your exam room, concentrate in the reading and the writing things. Make sure that you start with those ones. Do them 100% so that when you finish doing them 100%, when you start working on these difficult ones, yeah, it actually conforms and it comes together with this. My lovelies, I think that's enough for today. I have to leave you. I love you so much, but I have to leave you. I hope I'm going to see you again this evening and maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't have an event. Oh, let me not say that because I requested for an event yesterday and I've not had a chance to actually read the email. So I can't say tomorrow I don't have an event. Maybe I have one. But if I don't, I will try my best. Did you hear that? I will try my best and wake up if I don't have a hangover. Too old to have hangovers. Drink things that are good for your body. I will come back here, and because tomorrow is a Saturday, first Saturday of the year that I will be talking to you guys, maybe we'll even just have another chat and talk about everything. That said, take care of yourself. It's Friday. Don't do what I will not do, which is nothing. I do everything. Not drugs though. I don't do drugs, yes? But the other things I do, yeah? Take care of yourself. I love you so much, but you know something? God loves you more. Thank you so much for taking care of me by being here to share this lovely time. Auf Wiedersehen, my lovely. Kwaheri, Oriti, and choose! Guys, who's going first? Let's see who goes first. Thank you. Let's get rid of YouTube first. Bye-bye, YouTube.